to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here, for your support of me, your support of each other, of course, in the comment section. And a big congratulations to the winner of this month's free tarot reading. If you are a subscriber, please be sure to drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a reading with me. I would love to read for you. And if you aren't a subscriber and you're into tarot and you're into spirituality, please join us. Grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, pull up a chair, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the truest feelings from the person on your mind. So any person that you're holding in your mind right now, focus upon that connection and what are their truest, deepest feelings for you. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with this beautiful piece of citrine point. Pile number 2 with the rose quartz point. And pile number 3 with the chalcedony point. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. And I am going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, my timestamps are below. You can be attracted to multiple piles as well. So just be sure to take a moment to pause the video and to just sink into your body and reflect for a moment upon which pile is calling your name. Yeah, I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is the person on your mind. What is their truest, deepest feelings for you? Pile 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the beautiful piece of citrine here, which is a beautiful point for abundance. And we have the 2 of Cups here as well. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest feelings for you? I am using the Light Seers Tarot for you today. So we're going to start with Tarot. We're going to move into Oracle and some message cards, of course, before finishing with a charm cast. But what are their truest feelings for pile 1, please? How do they truly feel? As I split the deck, we have the Devil, we have the Ace of Wands. So they could be having some pretty fiery thoughts about you. In disconnect at this time. If you are in disconnect, maybe you're not, maybe you're in a relationship with this person, but how are they truly, deeply feeling for you at this time? Pile 1. Woo. Okay, so we already have the Empress sort of coming out reverse, so we're going to take that as your first card today. So you can see in her beautiful round belly there is the World, and so this is a representation, of course, of motherhood. It's reversed though, which is talking about an unfinished business, talking about stagnation that they're experiencing. 3 of Wands. What are their truest feelings for pile 1, please? We have the Sun and we have the 6 of Pentacles. This person feels like that what they feel for you may be one-sided, that you may not feel the same as they feel for you. And it also, their revelations on how they truly feel came with time. It's like it took them a cycle of time. It took some pain or some suffering, something to happen for them to recognize. It's like they had to have like karma come back and get them in some way. I'm just seeing a karmic cycle here with the 6 of Pentacles. It's like karma had to come back and bite them a little bit for them to fully come full circle and see the truth of this connection and see you for who you truly are and what's possible here. Because look at that, Emperor back of deck, Empress reversed. It's like I didn't see you for who you were back then. And now they're really kind of kicking themselves because of that. You know, they're kicking themselves because of that revelation a little bit. It's almost though it's like they've come full circle in understanding too, because they're almost not mad at it. Like it's like they recognize that it was their folly, that they didn't see what was sitting right in front of their face. And it's kind of like an aha moment here. It's a happy aha moment, actually. It's like a happy revelation with the Sun. They're grateful. They're grateful for the connection. We clarify, please, the Empress. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like I didn't see what was sitting right in front of my face. I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't read the signs. And I feel like there were a lot of signs too. And now that they're looking backwards, they're like, oh my gosh, it was so obvious. It was so obvious. How do they truly feel? They wish that this wave of emotion could sort of carry them towards you. Yeah, there's a Six of Cups. Could carry them towards you because they've really cloaked this entire connection in a very strong sense of nostalgic love and innocence even. I don't feel, it almost feels like this was never consummated in a real physical way, because they think about the past a lot. And when they think about the past, you're very young in those memories. There's a very strong friendship vibe too with the Six of Cups for me. We have the Strength. The energy very strong here. And definitely a strong sense of friendship too. Three of Cups, but also the Ace of Swords. 10 of Swords. 4 of Swords. And back of the deck is the Nine of Cups. And that's what I mean. We have the 10 of Swords here, but out of all of the decks that I have, I think that this version of the 10 of Swords is probably the most optimistic. Oh, look at the light shining on it. It's probably the most optimistic because it really highlights the message of endings that can bring new beginnings, revelations that when they come full circle and we completely understand where we went wrong, we can formulate a new plan of action towards our goals here. But there's been a period of time that this has sort of played out for this person. It's taken them some time to come to this revelation. And I feel like to get there, there's been pain. To come full circle, to get to this place of understanding, there has been pain, because even the Four of Swords is about retreat to heal. But they're still holding on. They're still holding on to this connection. And I almost even see like 4 specific sticks here, which is, it's like gateways. It's like the Four of Wands, like twin flame energy. We have the back of the deck as the Nine of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. And it's a very anticipation type. It's like I don't know what the word, if anticipatory is a word, but that's what it feels like. It's like they're anticipating something more coming down the road with you. And they know they have to address this situation. They expect to. And I almost feel like they are hoping to, like there's an anticipation about it. They want to address it, to make a decision here, to see things come full circle, to see what can come about in this situation, because they haven't lost hope. They haven't lost faith. And as much as we have the Seven of Pentacles here, I don't even sense a great sense of urgency or impatience about the whole thing, because they're holding steady. I think these revelations have brought in a great amount of clarity about you, and they don't feel like it's an urgent situation, because it doesn't feel like it sprang into the love realm yet. And it feels like that's where they want it to go. That's where their revelation has brought them to. But it took a journey to get there. I feel like you could have gone to school with this person as well. I think that there could be a connection to school, to like when you were very young, perhaps. And there's definitely this friendship energy surrounding the reading too. What are their truest feelings for pile 1, please? We have the dream, and I love that, because the Nine of Cups, you are the dream, you are the fantasy, you are the wish. And when we have the Nine of Cups, it's like we're so close. And they feel like they were so close here too, and they totally missed the mark, even though it was completely obvious to them now on the other side of the awareness. It's like I was so close to getting what I want, and now it's like you're a distant dream. Something is revealed though, insight and breakthrough, and they do feel like they have sort of crossed some sort of realm of understanding about it. We have rising above, clarity, freedom, and solutions. And we also have an ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, and fertility. They haven't given up hope here. We even have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. And they're trying to actively manifest you. And that's why I really love here about even the Sun with the Six of Pentacles. It's about wanting to draw you back into this karmic, perhaps, cycle that the two of you have perhaps been a part of for many lifetimes, especially with the Six of Cups. It can talk about past lives having spent with this person as well. So you may feel soulmate qualities to this connection with this person. Whoops. What are their truest feelings for pile number 1, please? We have transformation. This person feels like they've not just gone through transformation because of this situation. I feel like you were a seed that helped that along, but they've evolved and grown. They've really evolved and grown. And I feel like they're almost on some sort of spiritual ascension as well. Like they've really grown in their spiritual understanding. You can see she's touching the butterfly in the center of her chest. It's like the heart chakra has completely transformed and expanded. They've made headway when it comes to spiritual growth, understanding, seeing things clearly. We have House of Flowers as well. Back of the deck is weaving flowers because I think they're trying to manifest more in this situation. They're trying to manifest change with you. We even have here this joy of life, power of nature, diversity, beauty. It really signals love of life and love for this moment. And it's like they really are someone who focuses on, it's like they're a student of manifestation. They may be somebody who's really studied manifestation or studied like The Secret or something, and they really try to embody or invoke that energy into their present, which is wonderful, a wonderful thing, because they are well versed in reflection. And now they just, again, when they think about you, filled with nostalgia. And even this house, it's like this dream, this perception that they've built up with you, it's filled with abundance. It's just filled with good memories. Wanting to expand upon them, though. Really wanting to reunite with you, especially with the Three of Cups. Here with the Six of Cups, it's like they're trying to figure out and navigate a way to manifest change here so that they can have the completion of this cycle. How are they currently feeling? What are their truest feelings for pile number 1? We have the braid. I do think in the past of this connection, the reason why they kept their feelings for you secret was because they were worried about being rejected, or they were worried about other people's opinions raining down on them. And oftentimes we'll give away our here's the power card, Toni Morrison. We'll give away our personal power to other people when we fail to make decisions based on our own personal wants and desires. When we make our decisions based on the opinions of other people, we're just literally handing them over the power we have. And now they've called their power back. They've learned how to do that. Here's the boar, the masculine energy of the boar. It's really the divine masculine. It's aggressive. It's fast moving. And this could be their focus too. A newfound focus. They're not quite ready yet to come towards you. That's the other message coming in, though. They're not quite ready, but they're preparing. They're in a preparatory phase right now to prepare for that moment. What are their truest feelings, please, for pile number 1? You really are the best thing that ever happened to me. I think this person truly believes that you are their soulmate, or if you subscribe to that. I've been putting myself first. I've seen that it's only hurting me more, and I think that came from the past, putting their own fears ahead of their desires that hurt them in the long run. They thought that they were protecting themselves in the past from pain by not acting upon their feelings. I'm always reminded of you. I act happy, but I'm not happy right now. And I think they try, though, to maintain that happy balance so that they don't have a negative effect on the future. I want to reconcile with you. Back of the deck says, just wait on me, please. Don't give up on me. And this person does not feel like they are finished with you. Pile 1, they don't feel like they're finished at all. Let's get a few more message cards here before we do your charm bowl. How is this person currently truly feeling at this moment for pile 1? We look good together. I am stuck in a complicated situation right now, which is perhaps a part of this Two of Pentacles energy. I am dealing with collective energy, so I don't like to get too intrinsic when it comes to the hows and whys of what's holding people back, because it's collective energy and there's a lot of energies floating in and out. The Two of Pentacles does talk about juggling a lot of responsibilities, but holding space for both. Knowing I have to make a choice, knowing I have to, because they have understanding about how they feel about you now. And they do want to manifest change. But they're just not ready yet. I think about that last day a lot. I just saw I loved you then, I loved you still, always have and always will. That's kind of sweet. I'm stuck in a karmic cycle with you. And I made a lot of mistakes in this connections. They also want to know if you remember them. Do you remember me? Do you remember me from back then? Oh, more than friends. And I'm also looking at, I wouldn't make the same mistake twice. So if we had a revisit in this connection, they would not make the same mistake twice. They are currently lying about how they feel about you, though, pile one. Let's get a charm bowl for you to close out your reading. If you're new to this channel, I do end each pile with a charm cast. I start with Tiny Tarot. Today we're going to ask the question, if your person could say anything to you right now, what would they say right this second in the bowl with the Tiny Tarot? Three of Cups, friendship, reunions, overthinking everything. And they really want to almost apologize for that. They want to say, you know, I overthought everything and I really wanted more from you in the past. I wanted to be more than your friend. But I just let my worries and anxieties take a hold of me, and it really fueled my insecurity. And I, in an effort to protect myself and to protect myself from being rejected by you, I didn't act. But that has come to really bite me in the butt now, and I'm really regretting that. So they've come full circle. Very strong sense, though, of really wanting reunion here for you, pile one. All right, in the charm bowl. In the charm bowl today, we have the letter, well, we have gentle and happy. They want you to be happy. That's so important. And, you know, there's a beautiful, loving energy here. It's a very innocent energy. We have W. We do have the whale tail. It's a white whale tail going with the flow. And I like the white whale tail because it signifies hope, you know. It signifies a surrender to the situation as it stands now. It's like a surrender, but there's still hope associated with more. We have the snake. Somebody who is perhaps a temptation, or you are a temptation. We have here the apple and the snake. So this person could be very religious, or they used to be perhaps. We have the nursing cap with the heart, so blocked heart chakra, not expressing the heart openly. Also a nursing connection perhaps, or a hospital connection. We do have the 10 of swords with the fish bones in the bowl. I see the 10 of swords here. I have 3 different versions. I have a white, I think I have a pink too actually, a white, a pink, a blue, and a black. And the blue is way more optimistic than the black fish bones in the bowl. It does talk about a lot of emotions that sort of rippled out towards this person that brought them to the epiphany of wanting to revisit the connection from a different angle, but release it as it stands today in this moment. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. I wish you so much luck in the dynamics of this connection. If this person does reach out in the future, it will probably be a while before they do, if they do come forward. If this did resonate with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit your notification bell, hit your like button, and drop me a comment below if you would like to be entered in for a free reading with me. I also offer a chance to win a free mini read over on Instagram on a monthly basis, and I will be posting about that here on YouTube soon. And I offer private readings too through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back for another visit here at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 2. You were drawn to the beautiful Rose Court Point and to the Two of Cups here, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest feelings for you at this time? How are they truly feeling? We're going to start with tarot for you today. We are going to, we're already flipping over with the Everything is Fine, 10 of Swords card here. We're going to move into Oracle and message cards and, of course, end with a charm cast. So how does this person on your mind truly feel for you at this time? What are their truest feelings for you? Queen of Swords coming out first. Six of Swords. Ooh, Seven of Cups. They're not really sure how you're feeling about the whole situation. And it really, there's this feeling of anticipation. It's almost like an anticipation of rejection or anticipation of coldness from you as well. What are their truest feelings for you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Nine of Swords. I feel, it almost feels like this person's a little bit crushing on you, if I'm honest. It feels like they overthink the situation and they read into what they perceive your actions or inactions to be, reflecting your feelings towards them. They overthink everything. They have a lot of anxiety when it comes to this situation. I think they think you're out of their league as well. They put you up on this pedestal here and they think that it's like you don't need anybody. Like you don't need anybody to thrive. You are like a walking, breathing testament of that. At least in the you may not feel that inside. It might be completely opposite, but for what you present to this person or to the world, they're like, wow, this person has it all. What do they need me for? They're really anxious about what is possible with you in some way. And it feels like you're some sort of temptation too. You can see she's carrying a big pile of carrots. And carrots are always this symbol of like temptation and something dangled in front of me. Can you clarify the Queen of Swords, please? Their truest feelings for pile 2. The Star, Aquarius energy. The Knight of Pentacles. There is a definite sense of self-deprecation I'm almost feeling from them, if I'm honest, because it feels like they think they have nothing compared to you. It's like, I have nothing compared to you, nothing to offer. And that's something they definitely need to heal from, to embolden their sense of empowerment so that they feel like it's even possible to come towards you, because right now they're slowing down their approach. Even their horse, the approach is so slow towards you. Even the horse has its ears pricked back. Like, are you going to spur me forward? Are we going to make any moves here? Are we going to stand here all day? They spend a lot of time thinking about what they're going to say to you and thinking about how they're going to express perhaps interest in you or their desire for you in some way. There could be a work or a school connection with this person, potentially. We have the Emperor. Back of the deck is the Four of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. Now, what's interesting is the Four of Cups here. You can see on her sweater, it says over it. It's like, I'm over it. It's like they're trying to convince themselves that they're over it. And I feel like it would take a lot for this person to come forward and speak their truth. There's the Two of Swords underneath. They don't feel empowered enough to do so, and that they need a transformation inside of themselves to gain enough power to fuel change here. It really feels like they watch you. So this feels like there could be a work connection here, and I think there's a crush situation happening. But they won't, even logic tells them, it's like, I can't make moves, or I can't make moves. There's a reason why this person feels like they can't, for some reason, why they have to feel like they're on the outside of things. Now, this message is for someone very specific, and if you have this person in your mind and you know them, you'll know their dynamics. But for someone watching, this person could be a parent. So take that as it resonates. They could be a parent. You could also be a parent potentially too. You know, this Queen of Pentacles is the mother of she's like the mom of the deck, of course. But this person could be a parent as well. And it could be their position that stops them from feeling like they can act towards you, especially if there's a dynamic within the work realm. But this person fantasizes a lot about you. They spend a lot of time fantasizing about moving forward, but they also have this, it's like an attitude that it's difficult to cross this gap, this bridge of water. And you can see the two sailboats. It's like, has the ship sailed? Has my opportunity sailed? Because they're not confident that you feel the same way. And that confidence is what needs to be adjusted inside of them, because it's confidence that will truly fuel change in this situation. What are their truest feelings for pile 2, please? This person could be a Libra or Aquarius. We have very strong Aquarius energy here as well. Taurus. We have the Power card. This card came out in pile 1 as well. Toni Morrison, Power. And, you know, the Emperor here, the King of Swords, they like to be in charge, but they are secondary energy. So this person doesn't feel like they have the power to wield. They don't feel powerful enough to create change here. And that's what needs to be adjusted. That's why she's wearing this beautiful red little romper. It's like she's emboldening herself towards change. And they're trying to figure out if the risk is worth the reward to reveal themselves. We have the Spider. And we also have the Community card coming out. That's why I feel like there could be a work connection here. It's like you met them in the community. The community also talks about sort of looking after one another as well, protecting our persona in the eyes of other people, protecting what the opinions that other people form of us. We have here this Spider, which I think about air elements with this Spider, so definitely air element to this person, perhaps to their sign. And it's about weaving our own destiny, putting in a lot of effort into a situation. So they do feel like they've kind of put themselves in this place with you, in this state, and they don't feel like it's capable to kind of move forward. They don't feel like they have the power to create change with you. They try to convince themselves that they are over it, but they're not over it, because here's the Lost card on the back of this deck. So as much as they're like, oh, I'm over it, Mary Shelley here says, no, you're not. You're just letting pride tell you that. You're just trying to save face, perhaps, because Mary Shelley suffered a lot of loss, and it really tempered everything she did from that point forward. She was never able to rise above it. And that's the message of the Four of Cups, is if we think it's impossible, if we are stuck in a state of fear and insecurity, it becomes impossible because we're not fueling it with practical steps. What are their truest feelings for pile 2, please? We have no place like home. But the thing that strikes me about this card is the fact that the house is up on this pedestal of some kind. It's being dangled. And there could be something, as I said, about this person's position that makes them feel like it's difficult to be able to create change in this situation. We have poised reversed, poised for change. This is like the Fool energy of the tarot deck, poised for change. But when the Fool is reversed, there is definitely a sense of apathy, like the Four of Cups. It's like I feel unprepared, I feel stuck in a rut, I don't feel powerful enough to create the change that is really necessary here. Unprepared for the change that might, or the consequences of the change that might come about because of actions that I take. Current feelings for you. How do they truly feel for pile number 2? We have a jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. It's like bittersweet, their feelings for you. But it's like you feel unattainable. It's like they can look, but they can't touch. That's what it feels like. I can watch, but I can't touch this person, even though they want to. They do feel really connected to you, though. The Sacred Journey card, life cycles, family, transformation. That's why there could be a family connection here. This person, they don't necessarily feel like you feel the same way, but they think that there's some sort of destiny here. You have purification through fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. And when I see this card, I always think about, you know, the Page of Wands. I think about forging our difficulties in, or forging our strengths in the fires of our difficulties, and how this person, they are struggling with the want of you. And honestly, I feel like there feels to me to be a lot of fantastical fantasy, sexual fantasy perhaps, that goes into this connection here. And that is, it's part of that energy that has fueled the truth for them, that has brought about the awareness. And it will be that sort of keeps the fires burning and keeps the potential going for the future. Although I don't see a lot of movement coming in the future. You are a temptation though. And because the future is a fluid thing, this person has the control to wield their voice. But it's like they're worried about their position taking a hit because they wield that voice. How do they truly feel? How are they truly feeling? Pile 1, please. Or pile 2. Says I'm ready. The Fool. They are worried about what nips at their heels, though. Just saw seek professional advice. We had the Poised for Change card. We have I never imagined so much perfection, and that is the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful Nine of Pentacles here. You are a temptation. Physically, they think you're really attractive. They're very much attracted to you. They think you're incredibly good looking. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wanting to communicate with you, and wanting to not just communicate with you, because I feel like you could have contact with this person, but also just wanting to seize the opportunity more than anything and see where this seed could be planted and where it could go. I think we should slow down. We have sex with you. We also have I'm absolutely in love with you. Back of the deck says wait, and it's the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And when I see the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it's like a lack of effort. It's like giving up with no reward as well. And they're sort of teetered between, again, it's the physical draw towards you that's fueling their want, but it implies a much deeper connection with the Six of Cups present. Just because it's fueled with this passion, this fire, doesn't mean that there isn't a stronger, deeper connection in place here with the Six of Cups, because that's a very nostalgic, loving card, innocent type of card too. We have I'm in so much pain underneath the Seven of Pentacles. What are their current truest feelings for pile number 2? I'm afraid you won't like the person I've become. This person's really concerned about other people's opinions of them. I'm haunted by this connection. I watch your social media, and we have the Page of Swords. I feel like this person watches you if they aren't in contact with you, but I do sense that for someone watching, this person works with you. So they watch you in general. Third-party interference. I just saw addicted to you as well. You make me hot. Back of the deck says, do you want me to? So wanting to know if you feel the same way. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. If this person on your mind could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say in this moment? With no filter, what would they say? Three of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the King of Cups. Oh my goodness. They would definitely say that they're not blind to the signs, that they do see them, and that there's a lot more emotion here than meets the eye, because this could be like an acquaintance or a friendship or a very lighthearted type of connection right now, but it hides a deeper emotion with the King of Cups present. They don't share it because they're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to protect perhaps other people as well. And they are really afraid of the ramifications of letting this secret out, because it does feel like a secret. Big charms in the bowl for you today, pile 2. We have the letter M. We do have a wrench in our plans, and it is right next to the honeycombs, and it's empty. So the honeycombs is like a symbol of sacrificing what we want, needing to fuel or fill up a situation. So this person could have a family, they could be running a business. It's just there's a position problem that stops them from being able to pursue, but they want to. Here's the apple. You are a big temptation. We have the Rose of Hope and the Three of Wands. They fantasize and think about expansion in a very physical way with you. And there is a friendship energy. Here's the friend. And we also have here, whoops, half of a puzzle ring. This says forever. The other half of this ring is, a friend of mine has it, and it says friends. So there is a definite friendship energy here, but it feels like again, there could be a work connection for someone watching. We have the little frog, which is someone very intuitive. I usually associate it with feminine energy. And we have here a silver dollar from the Calgary Stampede from 1982. It says Pete Knight on it. And so Calgary could be a significant place for you, perhaps, or there's like a cowboy scene here on the back. And I was given this when I was a little girl. It's not worth anything, but when I was a little girl, I thought, oh, it's like a gold doubloon. I just thought it was so worthwhile. So from the outside, for other people, it's not worth anything. But for me, it's worth a lot because it has sentimental value. And that's what this person really attaches to you. It's like, appearances are deceiving because truly they have a big, strong sentiment when it comes to you. A lot of sentimental feelings, emotions. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe and hit your notification bell and drop me a comment. And if you do, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. You can also check me out on Instagram or on Etsy for a personal reading. But I would like for you to come back here for another day, another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, everybody. In pile 3, you were drawn to the beautiful Chalcedony here, or to the Two of Cups. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest feelings for you at this time? I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot for you today. So how does the person on your mind, group 3, what are their truest feelings for you at this time? What are the feelings that they perhaps are scared to share with you? You don't have to be in no contact from this person. You can be in contact with them, but you can, of course, be in no contact if that's the scenario that you're dealing with. So how do they truly feel? What are their truest feelings for pile number 3? We have the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups coming out first. This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They don't have to be, but it's more about the emotion. It always struck me that this King of Cups is this black swan. There's the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. It's like they have to suppress their feelings for you, and the reason why they have to perhaps suppress their feelings for you is because they could be attached. So take that as it resonates. They're suffering because of what they want with you. They want a relationship, but they feel like they can't have it for some reason, and they are suffering because of that. What are their truest feeling for pile 3, please? The Five of Swords. And there is a very strong soulmate vibe here too. Oh my goodness. 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Even the 5 of Swords, you can see it's an earthworm. It's been split in half, and the earthworm is able to survive if it's severed. It's really talking about how it's like I lost a half of myself or a piece of myself, and that's why they're suffering so deeply. I feel like it's no contact for a lot of people watching. I think there's no contact at all here. And I feel like that's a part of the suffering too, because the earthworm can't see anything. It's blind, it's deaf. It lives its entire life under the ground. It goes off of vibration alone. So they may feel like they can connect with you in a certain vibrational level, but there's also a lot of loneliness and isolation about that. You know, it's toiling under the surface of the soil so that we can live. So they could feel like they're sacrificing their own happiness at this time for other situations, because they are juggling a lot, and they are saying here with the Two of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups that what they're juggling, they're not feeling fulfilled. They feel like their fulfillment could lie with you, and they may need to remove themselves, but it's like this mountain in front of them. They know they have to make a decision ultimately, or they have to address this within themselves, because they can't stay in this state forever. It's very exhausting having to hide it, because I just saw the High Priestess. It's exhausting on the spirit. It's taking a toll on this person. Ten of Cups, because they really, it's like after this period of storm, they think that it took them a while, I think, too, to connect all the dots. You can see it's like bing, 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 bing. It took them a while to get to this state of awareness. And they really, truly feel like they made poor mistakes when it comes to love that led the two of you to this spot. They learned the lesson the hard way. That's what I heard, too, is I learned the lesson the hard way. They like to dream about you in the future. When they think about the future, there's that one card I have that says, I think about the future, I think about you in it. And that's what they like to think about. But it's like the calm, it's like the rainbow after the storm. It's like the goal, you know? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes the Seven of Pentacles is called the Impatience card. We have the Six of Pentacles. They feel like they're caught in a karmic cycle. And it feels like third party here as well. They also understand that they may give you the impression by their situation that they don't care, they aren't interested, and that is not the truth. It's like they recognize that it's like a necessity of leaving you out in the cold. They want to talk with you, and they're growing impatient. They wish that they could, but it's like they have to leave you out in the cold. I just saw the Ten of Swords too, and in this deck it's a really violent Ten of Swords. It's a really sad type of Ten of Swords. So they are teetering between this helplessness and hopelessness. Nine of Pentacles. There's a message coming through with this Nine of Pentacles about building up my foundations in sand. And you know when you go around a sand, like a sandbar, and they'll have like sandcastle competitions, and you'll look at those sandcastles, and some of them look so intricate, and they look so beautiful, and they look so solid too. It's like, how did they get this into this form? But you know that if you went over and touched it a tiny bit, it would like crumble into nothing. Appearances are deceiving here, because on the outside of things, this person says, it looks like I have it all. But if we rise a little bit higher above that to see it from a spiritual perspective, you would see that it doesn't equate to this Ten of Cups. It's like I realized that all of the effort and all of the time and all of the investment I put into my current situation has afforded me to this point. I'm recognizing now that money, status, job, you know, the appearance of things is not the end all be all. And they had to go through this cycle. That's the thing, is that they had to go through this cycle to learn this lesson. We have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Magician. They are acknowledging that they know they have the power to create change. They recognize that. They're just wondering if they have the courage to create change here. And it's their attempt to control the dynamics of their physical world that stops them from being able to pursue the actual emotional happiness that they feel that they could get with you. They could have a family, so take that as it resonates. There could be children. There's the King of Swords. Interesting energy, because the King of Swords, I believe, came out in pile 2 in that same configuration. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups. They are sort of convincing themselves too amidst this. It's easier to convince themselves that you don't feel the same way and that it's a hopeless situation, because if they felt like you felt exactly the same way, then they would feel the pressure perhaps to create change, which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing for them, because they are in a state of like insecurity and worry and helplessness. We saw the Ten of Swords earlier, and it is their position that's fueling all of this confusion. They do like to fantasize about you, and I think that they even dream about you and about the missed opportunities. I think that sometimes those dreams kind of carry them into nightmares, though, if I'm honest, because it just highlights all of the challenges that still exist, the mountaintops, the challenges that exist between the two of you at this time. This person could be a Libra. feelings, the truest feelings as well. Oh, we have temptation with the apple, with the subconscious. And it's like they've pushed all of their hope. They keep suppressing their desires, and it's fueling all of this pain that they're feeling. The Three of Swords is a lot of pain. It's disappointment. It's depression sometimes too. And they keep pushing it down, the temptation, hoping that if they push it down deep enough, it's going to just disappear perhaps, or they'll be alleviated from this situation, because they are sort of convincing themselves that if they were to try to make gains towards you at this time anyway, that it would blow up in their face. But you can't run away from your problems forever, and those problems, they're starting to realize that their want for you is just going to follow them around. And they do definitely want you. We have the Body card on the back of the deck. Sandra's sister knows the Body. A very explorative type of card. She's wearing these black gloves as well. It's almost like a state of mourning. It's like mourning what was lost, mourning that they may never have had a chance to experiment with you or to explore you in a very physical way. And so they are sort of mourning that too, amidst this release, or amid this expectation of failure. They do feel like they're acting as far as like in a logical way when it comes to you at this time. They do feel like they're acting logically. And there are a lot of things that they wish that they could say to you, that they really wish they could get off of their chest too. They think that that would be helpful to heal some of their pain, because they are struggling. We have here Moonlight. Travel, romance, and potential. They like to dream about and fantasize about more. And they do spend a lot of time thinking and reflecting about you. We have liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. And the back of the deck says intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. And that's exactly what I was feeling with this Five of Swords. Because they don't feel like they can see you. They don't feel like they can speak to you in a very physical way. So there's been a silent internal communication happening. They may feel like they want to liberate themselves from the dynamics here. Even with the Eight of Cups, it does talk about how I know I have to make a choice. I know I'm not satisfied here. And so I have to make a decision for my own satisfaction eventually, but it's like they're not ready yet. It's like they want to see something through. Again, so there could be children here. So take that as it resonates. These are true feelings for pile of deep to these. We have exchanging gifts. I always think about the Six of Cups with that card, with the exchanging gifts. Nostalgia, wanting to be generous. And that's a wish for them too. And I feel like they could be watching you as well. Here's the Observer card. It's like a coyote or a fox that's looking up into the moon, doing that reflection. This person, again, they have strong air elements because they come across as somebody very intelligent, or they like to be seen as somebody very intelligent. And, you know, sometimes the fox will be seen as like a sneaky character, but it's really a very smart creature too. And so it's like they know when to stay put and they know when to not approach. And now is not the time. For you or for them, perhaps, both of you. It is self-serving with the Five of Swords, so now is not the time for them, but they are keeping tabs on the situation. And you can see it's sitting here, observing the moon, sitting on an egg of potential. Because ultimately, as much as they aren't ready to make waves here and they're really confused and feeling helpless now, there's this admission that I know I have power, I just don't have the strength. I know I have power, I know where I want to go, I know where I want to be. I just don't have the strength right now to push through. And so they're sort of surrendering to the situation. We have the Treasure Island because you're a wish, you're a dream here with the 9, with the sea turtle. They're trying to be patient. They're hoping that the natural flow and the connection is so strong that it will naturally ripple out and eventually the two of you will be ushered onto the same beach together. That's what they're hoping for. Their current true feelings. I have too many responsibilities right now. The 10 of Wands. I have so many burdens on my shoulders. And we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And it really stresses me out to think about the unknown in a situation. They also don't want to be seen as somebody very selfish as well within this connection or within the dynamics of their situation right now. The idea of the unknown stresses them out about what's waiting for them. They truly feeling their truest feelings for pile 3. I was meant for you, though. And there's so many signs of soulmate energy in this spread. Not everybody subscribes to that idea, and everybody has a different opinion of what a soulmate is, and that's okay. But they think there's soulmate energy here. You may agree with them. You may feel that internal communication happening. I still haven't made up my mind. Knight of Swords. It's not, and I feel like it's less about making up their mind, more so about the ramifications of saying what they have to say. I wish I told you the truth. And it says, I couldn't catch you because I fell too, and that's the Tower energy on the back of that deck. So the Tower is talking about uncontrolled chaos or shifts in their current dynamics. Also epiphanies that they've had about their feelings for you, but the fear of creating chaos in your environment or their environment right now is very, very strong, which sort of prohibits them from coming forward at times. Their current feelings, please. How are they currently feeling right this moment? Their truest feelings for pile 3. Are these feelings mutual? Do you feel the same? And that uncertainty or this insecurity that they feel, they fantasize that you feel the same way. But when we have really intense energies like this in our mind, it's easy for us to allow the insecurity of that devil energy to come in and mess with our minds and, you know, feed a belief system that it's one-sided. I have so much to lose. It could be in a family situation. They feel like they are stuck in a karmic cycle with you or with someone else. You are on my mind daily. I just saw creeping your social media as well. I feel like they are keeping tabs on you. I'm ready for a fresh start. And I'm sorry if I hurt you. I just saw I want to marry you someday. And I like that. I love that because that seems to be the truth of the situation for this person. It's like the truth is that after this storm, my fantasy is, my rainbow is you. You are the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. What are you doing right now? Because they don't know, because they can't see you, they can't hear from you. And I think that drives them a little bit crazy. Because you are like a breath of fresh air in a very stagnant life. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Pile number 3. In the charm bowl today, we're going to ask the question, what would this person say to you with no filter in the bowl with the tiny tarot? What message do they have right this moment? We have the devil reverse, very sexual energy with the apple, wanting to detach themselves from a situation that is very karmic in nature too with that devil reverse. So they're saying to you, I want to break free. And I keep hearing that song, I want to break free. They have been denying their intuition. Their intuition's been sort of trying to fuel them with some courage or some confidence. But they're really stressed out about the necessary actions that they have to take. And they also want to say that they are reeling from the poor decisions that they made in the past when it comes to the two of you. It's like, I made such wrong choices in life and now I want to break free from those choices. It's like they know what they want, but they fear like they're stuck in a bit of a rut as far as how to get there. Lots of letters for you, pile 3 in the bowl. Turn on this light. Maybe that will help us with some light here. In the bowl for letters, we have V and F and P and N and S. We also have a butterfly of transformation. When we have the butterfly of transformation, it does talk about a metamorphosis that's necessary or transformation that's wanted in the connection, but I often liken it to a need for healing within ourselves, because once we transform and create a balance within ourselves, everything becomes possible for us. We get emboldened with confidence. We feel the courage to overcome our fears. And then our external world can reflect our interior state. We have a wrench in our plans, so there, and it could be family or children here causing the disconnect. I have a stegosaurus. I think of little boys, and I think about things that are sort of extinct or have fallen away. We also have here the Knight of Pentacles, so somebody who wants to be seen with a lot of integrity, somebody who works hard and who wants to be seen as dependable. They may also feel like they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders right now. We have here the American flag as well, and the Pentacle, and I think of the Five of Pentacles, so a separation, a physical separation, so no contact with this person perhaps. All right, group 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please drop me a comment below in the comment section if you feel called to. And if you do, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer a chance to win a free mini read on Instagram, and I'll be posting about that soon. That link is below. And I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, so you can check that out if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back here for a visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.